Harris puts pimentos in his deviled eggs, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong and it's bad. You should feel bad about it.
It's the same thing as a pickle, but it's a
Except
pimento.
pimento, which is not a pickle.
Who
Pickles
puts
or
pickles in their
cucumbers.
deviled eggs?
I like pickles in my deviled eggs.
Oh, that must be a white people thing.
Or I like a slice of bread and butter pickle on top of my deviled egg.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I can see that though.
I
I'd
can
eat
get
that.
behind that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, if you don't like pickles, you can go boing and flick it off. And
Well,
it's
what about
still got
The
bread and
problem
butter.
with that is
It's
pickles are
still-
pickles are such an intense flavor that they permeate anything that's in their vicinity.
Exactly.
So you can't just put it on there and be like, oh, you can take it off. No, I can't. Then
There's
I have to
always
take off.
residual
You can-
pickle.
You can
Yeah.
take the cucumber part off, but that pickle is permeated.
Exactly.
How do you feel about the single olives jammed into the top?
No, fuck you, Olive. Eat a dick, Olive. No.
I love olives, but I don't want one shoved into my deviled egg. I want deviled egg.
I know. I'm not a fan of it either. I've just seen it several times. I'm like, well, why would you do this?
No.
I've never liked deviled egg or olives in general. Not green, not black. I don't like them.
It's like, here's the perfect hamburger. Let's put a soggy tomato on it. That's what an olive
Exactly.
is on a deviled egg. It's a soggy
Exactly.
tomato on your perfect sandwich.
Yeah, if
Soggy
you
tomato is just a bummer.
Mhm.
the soggy tomato.
It
What's
droops
worse-
like it's sad.
if you bite into it and the skin comes with it,
Oh,
stretches like a piece of cheese. No, that ain't right.
That's been sitting in a bucket for days.
Stretch like a piece of cheese. It's like when the first time, like for me, we
Bologna?
always had the bologna that never had the ring. So the first time I had bologna with a ring, I just put it on the normal, and I took that first bite, and it just all came off. What is happening?
you slide that little red ring around your teeth to get that extra long off.
Yeah, flossing with bologna.
Not floss, ew.
It's the opposite of what flossing actually does. This puts meat particles between your teeth.
My dumbest food moment, and there's been many, but the one I recall the best is when I went to culinary school, and that's when I get introduced to a lot of like food outside of South Carolina. And there was a guy from Thailand who made dumplings at a fucking house party once, and they were these huge, puffy, delicious fucking stuffed steam buns. He gave me one, and I took the cellophane off and ate it. And he was like, how was it? As he's going around collecting the little piece of paper that's on the bottom of them to keep them from sticking. And I was like, it's good. He goes, well, give me your paper. And I said, what paper? And he goes, there's paper on the bottom of those. And I was like, oh, I just thought that was a crispy skin. I'd eaten the paper. On the bottom of it. Oh,
Oh,
it was so good, though.
If we're talking about worst food mistakes, I got one from cooking.
No, no.
I went on a fruit and meat diet only for a little while back in my post-college days. And I thought to myself, well, I like plantains. Bananas are about like plantains. So I sliced up some bananas and I fried them,
No.
which in and of itself isn't terrible. But then I was like, oh, I need protein to go with this. What do I have for protein?
Oh no.
A can of tuna.
ugh.
Tuna
Oh, what?
right on top. And I was like, you know what else this needs? Eggs. So
A
I cracked
priest.
2 eggs and then I grabbed some lemon pepper because I didn't know what else to fucking use. And I just lemon peppered the shit out of that, put it in a bowl, ate 2 bites and almost threw up. Threw the
That
rest
sounds
of the
like something you make on a dare.
Yeah.
You want to start a food truck?
No. I want to own a food truck.
I'm smart enough to know.
Okay.
I want a CEO of food truck. I don't want to be
Yeah.
involved. I just want the money.
This is only after I've already won a $1 billion Powerball, which will be about maybe 500 million. And then I would have people who know stuff do stuff with the food truck, and I would just reap the benefits.
Hmm.
I would start a free food truck if I wanted something and use it as a tax write-off.
Or
Hey.
just put the money in the bank and live off that for the rest of your life.
I gotta do
I
something.
mean, I'd be doing that too, but it'd be nice to give out some free lunches and
I gotta
Yeah.
do something with myself. I can't just sit around and watch anime until I die.
I mean, you could.
Well,
No, I mean,
just because
I'd run out.
I didn't say you couldn't do anything. I'm saying you don't have to work. There's plenty of shit out there to do. You can go explore, go do travel, go different places, see the world.
Those were all the same thing, Jeff.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying. Well, I'm also like, when you're doing that, you can do other fun things.
Jeff, that's the difference between you and me. I think giving away food to the homeless to troll the cops is fun.
No cops. That's the only rule for your food truck.
No cops. Sorry, you got a job. Take it up with your union if you don't make enough.
Wow, that's surprisingly altruistic of you, Terrence.
What? I'm a nice person on paper.
Yeah, when he's rich.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
this
rich enough
poverty.
to be nice.
It's this poverty line Terrence that we've got, and he's angry.
Like I'm
Rich
trying, all right?
I'm trying to be a better person.
Oh.
That's actually.
I love
great.
that idea.
Yeah, and it's a tax write-off too, so fuck it. The more you spend on that food truck, the lower taxes you would have to pay at the end of the year.
Here you go. Here's your free $20 sandwich.
Yeah. The ingredients of this cost $50 to make. I'm taking a loss on giving it to you.
Oh, yeah. We could have loss prevention write-offs as well. Man, we could do all kind of stuff.
Well, not to get too much into the back end of it, but to have a food truck, you also have to have a DHEC approved kitchen. So you have to have one of those, and so you could use that for a tax write-off as well somehow. I'm sure.
I don't think they consider bribes to DHEC as a tax write-offable of expense.
No, you don't bribe. You just keep the cook and fucking clean kitchen. You do that right.
But that's
You don't want
so
to give
much
away
work.
food from a shitty kitchen. That's gross.
I worked at a restaurant that had to bribe the DHEC guy every time when I was and I know that's how it happened because there's no way that restaurant would have stayed open otherwise.
I'm just picturing now Terrence's free food truck, and he's like, "Here's your gold-plated tomahawk steak." Write that off as $1,000 meal.
It's a Salisbury frozen steak.
I hope you like the Wagyu beef because that's all I got back there.
I don't
Hope you don't
want
mind
gold
your
on my
cows.
tomahawk steak.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't want gold on any food that I eat.
Yeah, like
It's
No.
a metal.
it's a heavy metal. It's a poison.
Yeah.
And I know there probably isn't actually much gold in that shitty gold leaf, the food grade gold leaf or whatever to be put on shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like taking that kind of risk.
It's definitely not a budget thing. It's a health reason.
It's a health reason.
A health concern. Why don't you get the gold steak? Health reasons.
Health reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he claims that. I'd love to see his pantry. What's really in there, Mr. Health?
Mostly things poor people can buy. Rice,
Things that are
beans.
not healthy.
Booze.
I don't keep booze in my pantry. I'm not going to open a pantry every time I want booze.
That shit's right next to my chair.
I'm with you, actually, because I've got a cold bag with ice packs in it to hold my beer in.
I just thought that was your IV bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing dialysis while we do this.
He wouldn't be the first.
I splurged and got some Land Shark instead of Miller High Life. I like Land Shark still. I don't
I
like
think I've
cheap
had one.
beer anymore.
The white chick beer.
No, I don't like cheap beer anymore.
Oh, I thought you said you don't like white chick beer. I'm like, that's seltzer.
Yeah, that's White Claw.
The girl drink junk of choice for manly men is the what do you call it? The whatever Aritas for the cheap beer.
Mm.
Like, it's the choice, huh?
The Clamatos?
No. Like the ones that taste like margarita or cherry daiquiri or whatever, but also beer, which is revolting.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I've never.
Limeritas, that's what they are.
La Maritas. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've got all the different flavors of Ritas.
Yeah, and none of them are good. I've tasted a good cross section, and they all taste like fucking malt beverage.
Yeah,
Tangy heartburn that'll get you drunk.
just makes me think about that. What's that show, Evil, where the woman has a fridge full of those tiny little margaritas.
Saucy drinks.
Your heartburn, tangy heartburn that'll get you drunk makes me think of Four Loko.
Oh man, you only needed 2 of those, but no one ever stopped at 2.
Because they couldn't.
No, by 2, you're so drunk you don't remember if you had the second.
I had Schlitz malt liquor high gravity, which was 12% alcohol per can. And I had 4 24-ounce cans of it. I drank the first one and was like, this is revolting. Finished the first one and was like, that second one tastes like more. So I went and I cracked open the second one, drank it down, and I felt fucking invincible. Then I went for the third one, and my buddy showed up and was like, let's smoke this blunt. And I was like, that's a great idea. Completely forgetting that whenever I smoke dope and drink, I always vomit.
Mm-hmm.
I always
get spins.
Yes, sir. I get the spins and I get my face sweats.
Because you get extra dehydrated, you got to smoke first, then drink. Because if you smoke first, then you're like, okay, I want to sip on something. When you sip on it, you don't
show you like it's a shotgun.
Yeah. Well, like if you're already drunk and you smoke, you're done for.
Mm-hmm.
You're done for.
It took me a few going away parties to learn that lesson, but I made sure those people never forgot me.
Yep.
Was that why they were going away parties?
No, they were all there to say, "Oh man, we're gonna miss you," and then at the end of it, they were like, "Go away."
Well, maybe we're not going to miss you that much.
Yeah. Good riddance. That's
A
my
reminder.
service. That's my service to everybody whose friend group I leave, is to be like, and here's the real me that you never met. You won't miss me now.
Well, I mean, I miss you.
Wow, you're not moving.
No, I'm just saying it's way inconvenient to have to do this sometimes.
I was just trying to think the real you that we've never met. The nice you?
Oh no, y'all have met the real me. Everyone here has met the real me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no nice me, Jeff. There is polite me. That's as close as you get to nice.
That was the reason why I was saying the one we never met.
It doesn't exist.
I don't want to dash this illusion you've built for yourself, but there is a nice Frakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
You helped my sobbing mother move. Like,
I helped you move your sobbing mother.
yeah, that's nice.
That was the nice part.
You took me out to dinner?
No. Well, I mean, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
You gotta eat, man.
We
I could've
went
said,
to
"Here's 20
fucking
bucks."
Golden Corral, though.
No, that's when I went to go get my grill.
That's right. And tried to watch Mortal Engines. We went to 2 different movie theaters to try to watch Mortal Engines. The first one wasn't playing it. The second one was closed. And then we finally get around to watching it. And it's a dog shit movie.
It's horrible.
You lucked out there not having to pay to see the Mortal Engine.
Like, oh, look, it's streaming now. Man, that's fast. Did we just try to watch that movie like last week? Oh,
That's why.
oh.
They really murdered that novel series, huh?
Like, is that a Del Toro movie? I couldn't believe it was so bad.
Peter. Well, I thought it was Peter Jackson.
Was it?
Peter Jackson.
It's supposed to be his next Lord of the Rings.
No, it was not.
It was
No,
not.
it was not.
It was his next The Hobbit.
I really don't know what y'all are talking about.
Mortal
Cities
Engines.
are on
Yeah.
tracks.
It's big
Never seen
mobile driving city. Oh, we'll watch it one day if you want. I love a terrible movie.
Imagine Snowpiercer without the snow, thus negating the point.
Okay.
And multiple snow piercers instead of just one, and they attack each other for parts.
Well, the big cities are cool to look at. It's just everything else about that 2 hours was terrible.
Yeah, it's like they spent everything on making the cities look good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you pack a movie filled with fairly similar looking 20 somethings pretending to be teens, I almost instantly lose interest lately.
Maze Runner. Oh no,
or
sorry.
or CW.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or any
Anything
CW show.
Brand from what was the Amazon show?
Wheel of Time.
We looked up.
Old
CW.
Canadian White Rand.
Old CW Rand.
Well, speaking of movies, since we're doing this record, I'm just going to heartily recommend a movie that you might have already seen by now. Weird, the Al Yankovic story. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
check
to
it out.
watch. Is
Check
it
it
a
out.
documentary or is it
It is a fake prestige auto biography, like Walk the Line or the Elvis
Yeah.
movie, or it is like one of those.
Okay.
It's like it's in the same, I guess, category as Walk Hard, but it's funny in a very different way.
Gotcha.
Whereas Walk Hard kind of like, overblows the kind of like conventions of the biography genre.
Mhm.
This one sticks to them so hard, it's hilarious. Like,
Gotcha.
You could watch Walk Hard on its own without watching Walk the Line, and it's a great comedy. But if you watch Walk the Line and then Walk Hard, there's a scene where he's ripping sinks out of the bathroom, but there's a whole line of them instead of just the one, and he keeps ripping all of them out. It's a joke you only really get if you'd seen the actual documentary first. And I like that. I'll recommend a movie real quick then. Barbarian. It's a new horror movie. Just got put on HBO.
With Josh Long.
Schlong?
Josh Long.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought Joe Schlong. Wow.
Joe Schlong.
That's
that
a
his
bold
name?
street
It's also
name.
got a Skarsgård in it.
Doesn't
Which
matter
one?
which one.
The
No, he
Pennywise
was.
one.
Oh, okay. Pennywise. Okay, so that makes it creepy. Because there's three Skarsgårds.
Old
There's-
Skarsgård, sexy Skarsgård, and clown Skarsgård.
Yeah, bald Skarsgård, sexy Skarsgård, and creepy Skarsgård. I think there's actually 5 of them.
Probably. I don't know. Well,
Those
I don't think
Nords
there's
breed like
sisters.
rabbits.
Sweden is exporting all their Skarsgårds like they're like an overstock or something back home.
I'm sure they do.
Well,
Sweden is
Barbarian.
the one night stand capital of the world.
Barbarian, I went into blind. I only knew that it wasn't like a Conan movie because of the poster, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
And it's
that
delightful.
kind of diminishes my interest, but all right.
It's really good.
Oh, okay.
So that brings up, you mentioning Conan brings up, there was a Viking horror movie that came out a while ago, but I don't remember anything about it aside from it's like barbarians, mountain folk, and there's some sort of like supernatural threat element. I want to say it's called Headhunter or something
That's
like
the
that.
first one that comes up on YouTube or on Google. Same thing. The Headhunter, 2019.
I was wondering if anybody had seen that from my vague description.
Nope.
No, I have not.
Images for it look cool.
Yeah, it looked great, but that's the end of my tangent.
Okay.
It ended in a cul-de-sac.
It's on Prime. I guess I can watch it. Okay.
What did you type in to search for that? Barbarian horror movie?
The Viking horror movie. It was the first trailer that came up under videos. Oh, yeah, it's right there in that middle ground on IMDb. Like
So
2.5
great.
stars.
Ooh.
Rotten Tomatoes has 95%, but only 19 votes. And there had to be at least 19 people that worked on that movie.
The cast just got together and love bombed it.
Maybe that's why I never heard of it again after I first saw the first preview.
I watched a lot of shit last month. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I eschewed big name horror for just the worst stuff, and you know what? I feel pretty good about it. Nothing like watching an extremely bad movie to make you feel better about what you do with your time.
Well, it's like what Alan Moore said about writing. You know, read terrible books; it'll inspire you to write better.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a terrible movie. There's a lot less time investment.
Yes. So I read this book from start to finish. It was a dime store trash novel about illegal duck hunting, written from the perspective of the federal game warden.
I thought you were going to say from Duck.
So did I.
But the
Author,
of it,
Howard the Duck.
so the whole catch is Sasquatch is somehow involved. So I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes. I read through the entire thing. There is no Sasquatch. It was a witch, not a witch, but like a witchy woman.
A mountain person.
A mountain person, if you will, who had a
witch
puma.
woman.
She was cutting hair from her pet puma to sell it as Sasquatch fur. I
This
took
is in the
that
Duck
book.
Hunt movie?
It was just in the Duck Hunt book, yes.
This sounds like a weird, extreme Nancy Drew novel. Like,
I took that book out back and I set it on fire. Because that's how mad I was that I read all the way through it. And I paid money for that book.
Yeah.
So from the flames of it, did you summon demon?
No, it wasn't that interesting.
It rained Pomeranians. Hairless Pomeranians.
Oh,
Sasquatch kept leaving cryptic messages on my answering machine.
Or did you free the souls of other people that got sucked into that book when you burned it?
no, but that's why I burned it so that
He
no
might-
one I knew.
He might be the only person that ever read it. You never know.
Yeah, I was really hoping that by me burning the copy I purchased, no one else would ever have to suffer through that bullshit that I read.
Every other copy in print would just go up in flames simultaneously.
Immediately, they were all linked.
You know how many CVS's burned down that day? It's just the only place they could be sold. That shitty book rack at the fucking pharmacy.
That was the year I read 17 books.
Cool story.
And that's a lot of personal pan pizzas. Congratulations.
Yeah, 17 of them.
Yeah, every 5 books I read, I go buy myself a personal pan pizza. It's a lot harder to do now that we don't have a Pizza Hut, but you know what? I make it work. So sometimes I have to go and buy like 3 at once just to make up.
Let's not talk about Pizza Hut. That makes me sad how shitty it's gotten since I was a child.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's play this fun game.
Okay.
Fun game!
Wow, you could feel Jeff vibrating with rage. Like,
Yeah.
Get going. Okay.
I do have to say, I appreciate Jeff for coming every week, knowing that he's going to have to sit through 30 minutes of stupid shit before
He
gets to play.
secretly likes it. He'll never tell us.
Yeah, whatever.
So, Jeff
That's
Will
what you
never
have to
tell
say
us.
to yourself.
Jeff is the Sundare of the group.
No. No, Jeff likes it because he can sit at home and tolerate it. It's what he used to drive an hour, and
yes.
we would do it
Oh,
for 4
God,
hours in
yes.
the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
He would get mad.
Don't remind me, please. No, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that I'd have to stay after work. I'd get off work on Wednesdays, wait 3 hours for everybody to get there. Then we'd sit in the parking lot for another 2 or 3 hours, BSing, and then play the game. Maybe.
That's why I never actually came to the Green Dragon to play, because it was an hour out of my way.
An hour out of everybody's way.
We're out of.
I know. I'm a homebody, though, and an hour out of my way is a no thank you.
Well, the majority of my family went to the last day of the fair today, so they can enjoy sweating in through all that crowd. And we're
yes.
doing something here at the house, calmly, sedately.
Spending lots of money at the Coastal Carolina Fair, like
Oh man, I should have told them to bring me back a foot-long corn dog. It's literally the only reason I ever go.
Funnel cake is the only reason I ever go.
Well, I don't want to say anything, but I got a text from the bartender who's opening today that I told her I was going to be like 2 hours late, and she said elephant ear or funnel cake. So I'm probably going to have some of that when I get to work.
Jealous.
Rubbing it in.
What about the deep fried Oreos, guys?
Never had one.
Neither
Funnel
have I. I
cakes.
just assume.
I'm texting my sister real quick. Hold on, let's see if she.
I'm going to order right now.
While you're doing this, I wrote a backstory, not a backstory, a future story.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it.
Well, we're in the good campaign now, but I haven't forgotten about our villains. So here's a little something I wrote to get us all in the mood.
Here's a little
game.
song I wrote.
Stepping through the shadows into the lab, Valric, if y'all remember, Valric was the wizard I played.
I don't recall.
Well,
Who?
yeah, y'all never got the name right. Valric takes a long, silent look at the alchemist Allegor. Swift, knowledgeable hands move fluids and powders and other strange substances around the table, concocting God knows what. At least usually. Valric knows what Allegor is making. He's paid well for this particular alchemy. While waiting, Valric rolls the smoke and places it in the little cigarette holder they found so long ago on those past adventures. Scanning the lab, Valric can see the alchemist has made quite a home for himself here. The drow of this tower have given him all the tools and space he needs to further perfect his craft. In return, the drow are far more fearsome than they used to be. Mutagens and magical enhancements are at their disposal now. Even the giant beetles have reaped the rewards. And looking over at Allegor's bed, Valric knows the alchemist is finding plenty of pleasure from his work. The scarf draped on one post, Valric believes he had seen the queen wearing at some point in recent past. The cigarette now smoked about halfway down, Allegor looks up from his work to Valric. A nod passes between them as Valric reaches into his cloak and removes a small vial. Its contents an ooze, devoid of color and moving. Small tendrils search the inside of the glass prison for an escape. The vial is carefully placed on the alchemist workstation. Valric moves back to the shadowy wall. Allegor, not so careful, picks up the vial and shakes it vigorously. The ooze moves around, agitated, and the alchemist smiles. A sinister, gleeful smile, and sets back to work with renewed purpose. 2 more cigarettes are smoked before the alchemist hands Valric the finished product. In return, Valric removes a ring from his finger and places it on the table. One last nod of understanding passed between them before Valric places the vial, now a dark red ooze, in his cloak, then steps in and through the shadows. Outside the tower, Valric steps out of the shadows once again, this time at the far end of the bridge, and takes one more look back. Simpler times, he thinks, before snapping his fingers. 2 giant crawling hands unearth themselves from the dirt and take their positions beside their master. Valric heads to his reappointed meeting. The devil will not only free Valric from his current contract, but also owe the wizard a favor, one he means to use immediately to find his old companions. He grows tired of being hunted by this new order of paladin, and he knows his companions won't like being hunted by them either. He'll make sure the lady, that goblin, and the dragoness in it all, quote-unquote, know that their lives are also on the line. Boom.
I love it.
Pretty
Cool.
neat.
The fact that you refer to Jeb as that goblin, even though you know he's a Strix, it really means that you understand Jeb as a person.
It also means when I was writing this, I forgot how many not classes, but races you had died and come back as. So you're just always a goblin.
I mean, inside, Jeb is always a goblin, period.
No.
That's why if we have a food truck, it's going to be called Sleepy Goblin Foods.
Mm-hmm. Not because of anything sinister.
No, never. The kid finger meal is just chicken.
No, don't say that.
I just got an image of a goblin in like an old time sleeping gown and hat, yawning, holding a lamp and yawning.
Oh, a candle holder. Yes.
Mhm.
Should have like a, I don't know, like a fucking raiding the fridge or a bag of chips and dip on his stomach, just sleeping in a chair, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to take it. He's back. Apparently, he didn't do the story. Sorry.
You didn't stay for the story?
What story?
Oh, fuck you,
I thought,
Jeff.
I thought I heard you say cigarettes, and then
No.
that's why I muted and left.
No, I was like, I'm going to read this story real quick before we get started. You left?
Read it again.
No. He's going to have to listen to the show when I edit it in 2 months.
And it airs in 4.
I'm also mad because now I want a cigarette. I can wait.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the break.
Alric smoked, Jeff smoked. I'm just here being healthy, I guess, like a fucking asshole.
Nobody likes healthy people. Let's be honest.
No.
They're jerks.
I like people who smoke. It's hard for them to sneak up on you, you know? I'm doing you a favor. A loud wheeze and coughing lets you know I'm in the room way before.
I made myself cough. Anyway, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, you guys had just finished defeating some very spongy, rotted tree folk type things. No, that's not right. You had
That's not
finished
right.
defeating a skeletal sorcerer
Mm-hmm.
and a number of wolves, I believe.
We were basically staring at the
The
cottage.
The witch's cottage, yes. Cool.
Oh, by the way, I did a little reworking of Fidelis. I noticed something.
Cheater.
No, I noticed something I didn't see before, and that was that the worship of Shaylin grants her clerics and paladins and inquisitors and followers a +1 to their charisma. So I moved a few points around, no big changes, but
Wait, you got a
Slight
+1 from charisma because of what?
because I am an inquisitor of Shaylin.
Oh, it's an inquisitor ability.
No, it's a divine gift.
What?
Huh.
Huh? Where the fuck did you see that?
In Hero Lab.
What?
Divine gift. Shaylin grants a permanent +1 untyped bonus to charisma.
But what is that? Is it under
It's just-
feats or?
No, it's under Shaylin herself.
What?
Hold on.
Under the goddess, the deity, selected deity thing.
That's if you take the feat divine gift, I think.
Yeah. You don't just get a bonus from worshiping a god.
For being her instrument.
Yeah, usually that requires a feat or something special.
I was saying maybe
You
an
get that kind of
inquisitor
stuff.
has some kind of an ability that gives you the divine gift.
Here I'm looking at the timing and frequency in which divine gifts are granted is left strictly to the discretion of the GM. They can be given to a particularly devout worshiper in a time of need. They might be granted upon the completion of a significant quest that furthers the faith. Or there might be rewards given in return to a significant. Yeah, you just gave yourself fucking special holy privileges. This is what this is.
It changed nothing in the character.
Except for
Well, then-
+1 charisma.
Well, then taking it off will change also nothing.
That's fine. I meant to bring it up so that it was brought up.
You know, you just could have lied and never mentioned it. We would have never known, obviously.
I too am a divine instrument of Shaylin.
Oh, okay.
I was just reading through it today, and I was like, "Oh, I never put that on." And I guess I should have trusted Hero Lab to have adjusted things appropriately, but so I'm taking it off now.
I'm still wounded from last time, so I'm just gonna tap myself with my wand a little bit, unless somebody has better means. But
And by the way, Shaylin's next divine gift, she only has like a limited box of these, is a sousaphone. So, you know, get in good. you can get a sousaphone.
Hey, those are
Doesn't
actually kind of cool.
everybody want a sousaphone?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Was that your instrument, Jeff?
Actually, it was. Matter of fact, most people might not even know what a sousaphone is.
It's
I
like a
do.
tuba, but slightly bigger?
Well, it is a tuba.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the shape of it. I mean, it's a tuba.
It's the wraparound tuba, it's not the carry
Yes.
tuba.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's what my dad played.
And technically, I played a tuba.
Okay.
I played a sousaphone when I was in middle school. They were like, "Hey, try this out." And I'm like, "Okay." But I actually played a tuba in the band. Technically, I think they still consider those sousaphones too. It's just you there's the wraparound type, and then there's actually, like you said, there's the one that you hold.
Yeah.
Were you sit still or marching?
You could do it with both.
Band of Blue, right? So yeah, probably both.
Mm.
Yeah, they're pretty much just like the one I had was it's like more like a French horn looking thing, except for the bell straight up. It's just a larger version of I say French horn. No.
All right. Sorry. Liam texted me.
Yeah,
She's
we can just start diverting.
She
Is that
must
a
be
yes?
already about the corn dogs. She's still vamping about that one. I don't know. I don't know where she actually is. She's probably off drinking somewhere else entirely.
Your
They
sister?
said
I'm sure.
they were going.
Anyway, so yes, divine gifts, sousaphones, we've covered all that. Let's get to the front of this thing. You were getting some healing. Was anybody going to offer him up some?
I used my wand 7 times and ate 3 good berries.
Okay, well, there you go.
Between me and the eagle, we were hurt.
Slapping yourself with a stick and stuff in your face.
Yeah.
I used a bunch of spells from my Cure Light Wound wand.
Pause.
Healed myself back up.
I got somebody at my door.
Now, I guess I'll go smoke a cigarette.
I knew it.
We'll be back after a word from our sponsor, Sleepy Goblin Truck.
Cool.
And we're back.
Are we really?
Yeah.
I didn't do the roll call, but
It's fine. I trust our speakers are usually working.
Oh yeah, I don't think we do the roll call for a mic check.
yeah, we used to do it because Zoom records our stuff separately, but it doesn't start recording somebody's track until they say something. So it was to help me make sure they all lined up.
So technically, we're only missing one person.
Who's that?
There it is.
There you go. All right.
We're all synced, baby.
Yeah, boo. Wow.
Also, Zoom has vastly improved since our early days of this, and it records everybody's full track all the time now, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's good because that sounded stupid to do it the other
It
way.
was very dumb
Uh-huh.
and insanely time consuming to fix if I didn't do a roll call at the beginning.
Well, I think Zoom was not prepared for the pandemic boom that happened.
Yeah.
And for some reason, everybody just said, fuck Skype. Zoom's the way to go. And Zoom was like, no, don't fuck Skype. We're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Because Skype, you have to pay to use that, right? Or
No,
is there free Skype?
I think there's
I think there's a
Skype.
free version of Skype. It's just I never found the audio quality on Skype to be worthwhile. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it was very tinny and terrible.
I
That's
used to use it for gaming.
Yeah.
People keep trying to get me to use the Google version,
Google
and
Hangouts.
it's just like I can't find any settings for anything, like changing my microphone and this, that, and the other. Like it just doesn't work for me. I don't know.
No settings, only Hangout.
Basically.
Well, that's fine if you're just doing like a bullshit YouTube stream or whatever. But even then,
Not
you kinda
even
wanna-
that. Like
You want to
I
make
think
sure
it's-
people can hear you.
Yeah, like I think it like it defaults to my
Your
the mic on my
computer
webcam.
Oh,
No, not my computer settings. I think it defaults to my
really?
webcam mic. Yeah. And I can't change it. And it sounds horrible. Nobody can hear me. And it's like, why can't I just change the microphone that I want to use? I can do a test to see the sound quality and like, yes, confirm that the sound quality is shit.
Excuse me, miss. I'm Google. I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
surely you've
I
seen.
mean, it could be the person hosting. It could be like I don't know if they have like control over what could be changed. I don't fucking know. But
I don't know.
every time I've tried to use it, I've had to close it and open Zoom.
It doesn't seem like they would have control over like your mic settings. That seems
Yeah.
It might just be shit. Leanne brought
Tried
me
to
the
use
world's
it.
cheapest beer,
Oh, Bush. Gross.
Busch Light.
No.
Well,
Cheap on
You held
flavor
up the-
and price.
you held up the can, but because of your background, it turned invisible.
Yeah,
No.
like
Much
all I
like
could
the
see-
flavor
I
of Busch
begin
Light.
to see that it said
There
Bush.
it
Oh,
is.
look, there it is.
I can't
Busch
believe
Light.
that Mahogany picked up on the fact that it was Bush from that quick
Yeah.
second.
I mean, I used to hang out with musicians, so you know.
I consider this the downward spiral beer. This is what my uncle drank in the last years of his life, like constantly. Like, I lived over here with my mom and dad and him briefly, and like, occasionally I would get woken up at 3 a.m. by him loudly peeing in the room next to me, which is a bathroom, to be clear.
Oh, I was about to say.
It was a kitchen.
But it
At least they
wasn't the
had
peeing.
drains.
It wasn't the peeing that woke me up. It's him cracking a beer to drink while he was peeing. That broke.
I mean, you don't want to dehydrate from peeing. You gotta keep that liquid flowing.
Like, what the fuck are you doing,
The
man?
problem with beer, you only rent it.
Yeah, it's true of any liquid. I never understood that.
Yeah, but beers. I mean, maybe it's because you're just drinking beer faster, but beer seems to be faster.
It's hard to get down.
Those beers have to be just 1 degree above frozen
Yeah.
to enjoy.
So that your taste buds are completely numb while you're drinking it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. When last we left off, you guys were standing in front of the witch's cottage.
Rapidly touching ourselves with healing powers.
Yeah. After a brief touch up with magical healing, you are poised and ready to go.
Let's get this bitch. It's not the voice.
What do you do?
We
We
have a
get
map.
this bitch.
Do we have a map?
Do you have a map of the outside of a cottage? No.
How far are we from it?
I'd say about let's go 30 yards.
Oh, okay. Relatively close.
Yep.
Detect magic to see if it's an illusion.
Okay.
You have to get within 30 feet for that.
Yeah,
Which I
30
will.
feet. So you'll need to move up 20 yards.
And 60.
Okay,
I think
move
it's
up
60 to detect magic. It is 60.
You need
Yeah.
to move up 11 yards.
Looking for gingerbread.
All right, you do not see gingerbread. This is you're straight up waddling daub, fucking Tudor style house in the woods.
Well, That's strange.
Mhm.
Tudor style, Tudor, it's just like with the
No,
the
just the
lathing in the
fact.
mud and the cross beams and the
I have
got
no
it.
idea what that means.
But what that
Tudor
means
style.
is they actually had someone come out here and build this structure.
yeah.
Whereas if it had been made out of gingerbread, the witch could have done it herself.
Oh, so she can bake, but she can't build something, Jeff? That's
Yeah,
my-
you just
that's-
assume she
absolutely.
has no structural knowledge.
You're still witches.
No, she's got engineering gingerbread.
You're making assumptions now, just based off of her class.
That is the best witch variant, though. Sorry. It's true. Anyway, so yes, it's a small 2-story house. It's weird to you. It's shaped oddly. You've seen this style of house before in larger settlements. In fact, it's pretty endemic in the lower rent districts of Emerald Hill, and that's where it kind of hits you. This house looks like it was slotted out of a street. Like someone just took a wedge of house out of a street and plopped it here in the woods.
Does it detect his magic?
There is a lingering aura of both illusion and necromancy.
It's undead house. Be careful.
But no strong
Similar
auras
runes
that you
on the
can
house.
pinpoint.
All right, so are we going in? Or are we going to burn it down out here?
Heroes!
Yeah, we know that we're here to kill her. She's already said she's not going to stop the spell. She's going to continue to manipulate her child, killing that town. But
I will check the front door for traps.
All right, move up and give me some rolls.
It's a fair point. There may be captives inside.
Help, it's us, the captive's inside.
22 on perception check.
All right. The door does not appear to be trapped. It is locked. And let me put a asterisk by trapped. It is locked, but you see that there is a carved wooden face above the door. That as soon as you get close, its eyes open, revealing a pair of a polished brass orbs.
Immediately, reflex save out of the way.
Okay. you dodge out of the way.
Swiftly.
Okay, you dodge out of the way swiftly. The wooden figure above the door head's eyes regard you. You think because they're perfectly smooth, but his face contorts in such a way as that he appears to be looking at you to the direction you jumped. A creaky voice croaks out. You're not a salesman, are you?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. What is it?
No solicitation. Comes from the voice.
Oh yeah, right. May nests of toads curse your bowels if you knock upon this door soliciting products or services.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not knocking. So, yes.
We're just here to spread the good word.
Yeah, we're even worse than regular solicitors.
It's
We're
like, may I
spreading the
tell
good
you
word.
about the glory of Aristel?
Oh,
Do you have a moment to read this pamphlet in front of me about Shaylin?
Religious types. All right, fine. Curses, 1,000 curses be upon you if you stay here, for this place is an unholy area, steeped in witchcraft and sorcery. Necromancy crawls upon every surface. There are dark and demonic deeds afoot at all times, and they are of little interest to you, so please go away.
Okay.
We'll have to cleanse these forces.
I turn around and go around to the back of the house to the back door.
Okay.
Are there any captives inside? Any innocent bystanders?
What? I don't know. I'm a door.
Have you seen them come through?
Better than
no
being
one-
a jar.
No one uses the front door. What are you, crazy? That's bad luck. Meanwhile, the back door. You find what appears to be a door that is slightly ajar. An old cat is sort of sleeping next to the door on the outside in a rough pile of hay.
Shoot it!
I want to cast Detect Familiar.
Do you have that spell?
No, it's called Detect Magic.
Okay. The cat has a magical aura as well, a mild divination upon it.
Does it feel like it's got the same as the crows? Because I think that's exactly what Wolfboard was about to say.
Yep, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, it's got kind of like the same aura upon it.
Oh, I'll let everybody. I'll whisper to them and say, "Hey, do a message. Hey, it looks like the back door's open.
Allow
And
me
there's a
to
cat back
reiterate.
here."
Allow me to reiterate. Shoot it!
Killing black cats is bad luck.
Actually, it's a tabby.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, shoot the shit out of it.
It's a tabby, and it looks to be of advanced years. Like it's got that weird arthritic bow-legged thing that cats get once they're over 12 or 13.
So in other words,
Did it-
put it out of its misery. No.
Did it turn into skinny old cat or fat
No,
old cat?
very fat.
That's from eating all the gingerbread.
It looks like a throw pillow with patchy fur on it.
All right. Well, when he says that the back door is open, we go around to the back door.
All right, cool. Yes, you see the same things I've described: a slightly ajar door, a fat cat sleeping.
I'm gonna detect evil.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. You detect evil. There, like I said, this place has a lot of lingering magic and a lot of lingering extraplanar power as well. So there's a lot of evil in the air, but you can't detect any specific sources out here.
The cat does not detect as evil.
The cat does not detect as evil. It detects as cat.
I want to do a perception of the outline area around the place to make sure we're not being caught in a trap of like, oh, here's this beautiful cottage for you to come into as we get surrounded by something from out in the woods.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. 19.
You scan the wood line and you see something that you probably should have thought to expect, but it does not really bode any more dangerous than it has before. But that's still iffy. You see a couple of white ravens on various trees, in two different trees, watching the cottage from different angles.
I wave at them.
One of them begins preening, and the other one just stares.
So she's looking through the one of the stairs right now as I monologue the party and point them out
Okay.
and
I
step
don't know
away from the door.
I'll go in. I'll
Go
boot the
in?
door in and walk in.
All right. Well, the door opens out, so you basically boot the door closed. But I understand what you mean. You open the door and stride in forcefully.
Mm-hmm. Full of charisma.
Full of charisma. Well, one less charisma.
Yes, I have 0 modifier now.
I'll move in behind him.
You step into the cottage and you see immediately that this is another thing you probably could have expected. Slightly bigger on the inside. The cottage room that you head into is a place with sort of kind of thread worn but expensive looking rugs on the floor. The walls are red and white striped wallpaper, and there are like mirrors hung all over the walls of the rooms, and you just see multiple images of yourselves all over this room. There's also a coat rack and a door.
Try not to make eye contact with any of my reflections,
Okay.
and sensing evil, detect evil as I go.
All right. You do not detect any more evil than normal in here. You do notice that some of the mirror images that you occasionally catch glances of look different than you normally look.
Like
Because
subtle,
you're-
slight differences, or
Well, it depends. Are you focusing on one or?
no?
All right. It looks different. You can't make out why.
If no one objects, I will continue through this door.
No one else has come in yet.
I came in.
Ryan's
Oh,
right
got it.
behind me.
All right, Ryan, are you checking out the mirrors perhaps?
I was just looking to see, like, I don't know if she would be smart enough to think about, like, not looking at them. So I'm gonna say that, she notices them all.
Okay.
She's not very much like she's not one very much for like preening, so she's not like staring into them, but she sees them, but she's not like looking away from them. She's not
All right.
looking at them specifically either.
Ryan sees herself reflected in multiple ways. Most of them are pretty standard, except for sometimes you'll see variations. You'll see your face and your body looking younger or older. Some of them you see different outfits. You're not wearing armor, you're wearing robes, or sometimes you're wearing priestly garments. One in particular, you see you're wearing a hood and a studded leather. And in each instance of seeing yourself, you see your companions all subtly different as well.
I will mention this aloud. Everything that I'm seeing, I'll just be like, wow, look at that.
Do not make eye contact. You don't
So I
know
won't
what-
look at the eyes. I'll look at the rest of it.
Okay.
You don't know
My eyes
what
are up here
powers
anyway.
these mirrors hold.
Terrence, I'm going to use a cantrip called Elemental Sample, and I'm
Okay.
going to create a little stone block that will be right in the jamb of the door, so the door can't be slammed shut.
Okay. So you magic up a brick, basically.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
I
More like,
cast
a,
brick.
more like a cinder block.
Okay.
A fancy
All right.
brick.
I cast brick with holes in it.
Wraith magics up a brick, puts it there to keep the door from shutting.
26 perception on traps. 4 traps on the
Oh,
door.
you're looking for traps on the door. The door does not appear to be trapped. It also doesn't have a door knob.
Does it open in or out?
You pushing or on it or trying to pry it open?
I'm looking at where the hinges lay.
The hinges look to be a strange contraption. You've seen these in some gnomish shops or dwarven areas. They're always very expensive. They're hinges that can swing both directions.
I kick it.
I let her.
All right, you kick it. The door flies open and then flies shut again.
Nah.
Like when it flies shut, is it like being slammed or just
Yeah.
like the inverse of my kick?
No, it stops and then attempts to slam shut.
Huh.
Are you letting it?
I'll push my glaive out and hold it open.
I yell, brick it.
All right. Let's see. Let me roll a strength check for the door. The door is unable to snap your glaive pole, so it stays open. Just a crack.
Mm.
On the other side, you can see shifting lights and colors.
And hear a faint.
So, Terrence, can I see that door from the outside?
Yeah, it's straight across, basically.
I'll throw another brick in the way.
Okay. Of the door that they are opening?
Yes.
Okay.
This dude is just casting construction materials left and right.
You picked the wrong line of work, man. You could have been like,
Yeah, you could make
Well,
bank.
they're temporary, so
oh, okay. Well, never mind.
How temporary?
Like, well, I mean,
What?
every house is temporary ultimately. Like, how
Yeah.
temporary are we talking?
They only last years per level. Oh, okay.
Our warranty's only for 12 months at my job. So
But how long do these blocks last?
D3 rounds, which I did
Oh.
3 rounds for the door that I'm at right now. And then the door I just did would be 2 rounds.
Okay.
Oh,
It's just
All right.
it's a cantrip. It's just something that I can do like fire, water, stone, air, and they're temporary things. It just makes a blob of that element.
Okay. All right. The I'm about to call you Zarius. Sorry. Wraith. As you summon this other block, you can feel a motion by your leg as you see the fat cat kind of amble over the top of your brick into the mirrored room. It plunks down on its chunky honkers, and its tail twitches back and forth, and it looks around at you guys. It meows noisomely, plaintively, hungrily.
what does its reflection look like?
Its reflection, that's a good question. Its reflection looks like a guy. It looks like just a sort of an old guy. Every reflection of it looks like an old dude.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was in the way.
Like an old dude sitting on his haunches like a cat?
Like
Yeah,
someone that
just
got
like an old dude
polymorphed.
sitting on the floor, cross-legged, basically.
Like an old cat boy?
Yeah. No, it is not a sexy cat boy. It is an old cat boy.
I guess it depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
Some people like octogenarians.
Don't yuck my yum.
Octogenarian cat boys are the hot new thing.
If you detect magic on him, do you detect that he's been cursed or technically polymorphed or something like that?
Well, polymorph is an instantaneous effect, so that's something that just happens. And
Spellcraft.
sure,
Let's see. 27.
yeah, this guy probably is a victim of a polymorph spell. Whether or not he's a full victim or not is difficult to say, but you're guessing probably not due to his reflection.
Okay.
Chances
But the
are
fact that he's
he merely has his form changed. Doesn't necessarily mean he's lost his mind.
Right. And I'll mention that to the group.
The cat looks at the mirrors when you do. He's like, ah, damn! I was hoping to get a treat.
does he speak?
No.
I wouldn't leave that door open too long. By the way, that's a sort of a in between space.
I'll hand him a good berry.
Well, I don't normally do fruit, but yeah, sure.
It'll make you feel full. Heal up any injuries you may currently have.
Well, I do have this aching hip. Hold on. Yeah, he eats it up and he's like, oh, oh, you're a druid.
Mm.
Are you a servant of this witch?
No. Victim, servant.
So I'll let the door close again, since we saw that we can just kick it open.
I'll let the brick inspire.
All right.
Or we'll wait
Oh, that's
12
right.
seconds for it to go away.
The
I
brick
can put it
expires
back.
and you pull your glaive out and the door
Now-
clicks shut.
For the record, I was saying that I was sticking my glaive out just to hold the door open, not
Yeah.
in between where the door and the jam is, but that doesn't really matter anymore.
I assume that's what you meant. Then I would have needed a strength check from you. Sorry.
So, you are a victim of this witch. Can you lead us to her?
Oh, sure. Yes. I mean, probably. I don't know. I don't come in much. We're not on good terms, believe it or not.
Neither are we.
As they're talking, I'm pulling out my traveling bowl and filling it with some created water and then going through my pack to find food.
Oh, you're awfully generous, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the witch do this to you?
Because it's cheaper than a divorce. You bitch! He screams at the door.
He says that I don't get the best jerky. Maybe this cat's kind of an asshole. Yeah, he was married to a witch.
So, are you related to the guy that's down in the village?
What guy?
The other guy that
Sneaking around on me again?
Yes, she did, apparently.
Oh, that.
Matter of
That's
fact, had
just
a
the
child.
limit.
Supposedly had a child with him.
What? She turned me into this for accusing her of cheating on me.
Well, how long ago was that?
I don't know. What year is it?
I don't know. You never told us.
I'll tell him.
Look on the calendar real quick.
Oh, we don't keep things like calendars or clocks around here.
Let me flip through my stone day counter.
And when you tell him the year, he's like, oh, that has been a while. I thought cats didn't last this long. Fucking curses.
Would you stop us if we were to defeat her?
Defeat her? No, of course not. I don't want to be like this forever. I mean, I've pretty much been like this forever. I was, what was it? 32? Oh my God. It's been
And by
so
defeat,
long.
I mean she will die.
Well, I mean, how else do you defeat something?
Okay.
Beat it into submission.
Yeah, right. Mercy and stuff. Yes, I remember that.
Bondage and butt plugs. That's how.
He looks around at the mirrors. He's like, there's me as I remember me. And he looks up at one of the longer mirrors, and you see you guys standing next to a youthful man in gleaming black armor. He's got a long sword. He's got just a chiseled features and a handsome smile. He's like, oh, those were the days.
Does he look evil?
Well, I mean,
Well, he has
dre-
black armor. Of course he's evil.
he's like, I was one of the slickest mercenaries in town. I could be anyone, be anything to anyone. I could beat any monster. They sent me in here to slay a witch, and I ended up marrying her. That turned out pretty poorly.
Marriage usually does.
Oof. Cynical, but all right. I feel like I just made the wrong choice, but okay. Yeah, man. How else do you keep living as a disgusting, bloated feline if you can't keep you have a little bit of positivity in your life? You got any more of that jerky?
Offboard can't help himself. He reaches down and scratches at the base of the tail to see if he does like a lot of cats and like
Oh my god.
spasms a little bit. The tail twitches.
Yes, that's the spot. It's so hard to reach with your tongue.
Some more jerky.
No, to get in after he swallows it down. To get in, you've got to find the real you in here, and just sort of open that door.
I knew there was a gimmick.
Will we
For the
each have
record-
to find the real us to get through the door? I'm saying, like, if Fidelis here found his true self, could we follow him through that door? Or we each have to find our own door to.
Oh, they'll be together. There's only one accurate one in here. Everything's slightly different or way off.
So we're just looking for the door that looks exactly like we look.
You're looking for the mirror that looks exactly like you look, and then when you do, you just stick it on the door and then open it.
Sense motive.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Good call. I'll do the same.
25.
You feel like he's given this speech before, and but you don't feel any malice in it per se. Like he doesn't.
What
seem to-
happens if we choose wrong?
Well, I'm not certain, honestly. Your sense motive also tells you that he is, in fact, being honest here. I suspect you go to wherever those people are from.
I've always been pretty good at the find the differences. Find 6 differences in these pictures.
Don't tell her this, but it's always just been the same picture.
Flashback to Ryan doing Shylock Fox puzzles in the back of the paper as a child.
And it's 2 completely different puzzles. I found all 4 differences. Well then, thank you for the information. What was your name, Sir Cat?
Marcus the Strong. Well, Marcus the Henpecked, Marcus the Cursed, Marcus the Cat.
Looks like a whiskers to me.
Oh, no, not that.
Mr. the Strong. Thank
Well, I
you
got a
very
question.
much.
I got a question for you. If we defeat the witch, do you think her curse might go away and that she might recover?
I can only hope. I've been telling people how to get into this damn cottage for years.
And they've all failed.
Well, I'm still here, and the cottage is still here, and believe me, she's still here.
Are there any other cats around?
Nope. I at least do my job there.
Oh, wait a second. Looking at the crows, do they give off that same kind of, maybe we're shape changed?
Oh yeah, all her little creatures are people that she pinned their soul to a little glass orb and made them her slaves. In fact, she's probably watching you right now.
Oh, of course she is.
He puts his hand on his. He puts his hand over his paws. He's like, "There, you feel better." He puts his paws over his eyes.
Slavery is even more vile than. Let's go.
She doesn't like getting into my head much. I make sure of that.
25 on a perception check to figure out which mirror is actually the right mirror.
All right.
I'm gonna enhance my vision and do a search as well.
I
Okay.
will also look.
Same.
I win.
Oh, okay.
37.
All right.
I rolled
well,
a nat 20.
The
I'm
DC
convinced. Sorry, go ahead.
the DC was 30. So Toger,
Oh,
As you
fuck yeah.
as you see Wraith reaching for a mirror, you stop him by putting your hand on his leg and pointing to the correct, what you're pretty sure is the correct one.
Is the one that Wraith was about to go to a more idealized version of Wraith?
Maybe.
There's no such thing as a more idealized version of Wraith. Wraith
I'm sorry.
is the idealized version of Wraith.
I'm sorry, a more optimized version of Wraith?
Can't get more optimized than I am.
With 8 classes that all blend perfectly together.
He wields 2 revolvers and a shotgun.
Okay, now that might be a little bit better.
He also has a 3rd cybernetic arm for smoking a cigarette to look cool.
Shh. Don't tell him where I'm going.
Speaking of cybernetic arms, you see like a very strange version of you guys next to it. Like it's just like utterly alien stuff. Strange, shiny outfits, metal accoutrements, swords that blaze with are made of energy, shit like
Ooh,
that.
Let's walk through that one. Starfinder, here we come.
I was about to say, Terrace, are you trying to transition the good campaign to a Starfinder game?
Mhm. I'm trying to let you know what you see because I'm the DM. I am your window into this world. How you interact with it is your choice.
Starfinder.
So I will look between the difference between Ulfborg's mirror and Wraith's mirror.
Okay. After a while of staring, you see the difference. It's you.
I'm not there.
No. You are there, except for you have a light dusting of freckles over your nose.
Well, that could be aesthetically pleasing too.
Push him into that door so we can move on with this campaign in the proper direction.
Now I'll follow Ulfborg through.
All right.
Oh, I didn't step through first. I'm an old man.
I'll follow through where he directs.
I'll follow as well.
All
My
right.
Pretending like
curiosity.
Let's
The
just
mirror
hope-
The mirror comes off the wall with ease and adheres to the door with equal ease.
Oh, so we have to take the mirror off the wall and
Yes.
put it on the door. I thought we just pushed the mirror aside and that was the door. Oh.
No. Most of these mirrors are like maybe a foot and a half tall. Like you just have some of them are full length, but not many.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Thank you
very
for
different,
clarifying that.
different sized mirrors covering the entire walls. There's a lot of images.
We never would have figured that puzzle out.
It's all right. I kind of figured that when I looked back at it. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I was picturing like a mirror fun house, like it's all just a bunch of medium-sized mirrors in a hallway.
I was picturing the mirrors of opposites that attack you.
So was I originally.
Marcus says, are you sure you got the right one?
Yes. As you can see, I have no freckles in this one.
Great. Actually, I don't see in color very well, but
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd rather go grab this other mirror, but never mind.
After you'd hear, and who's opening the door?
Fidelis.
Okay, Fidelis, you hear the scratchy cat voice say, "Well, good luck." The door opens, and instead of shifting colors and strange lights, you see a room, a rather large sort of a sitting room.
And good luck to you, Marcus. And I walk through.
That ship sailed.
Bye, Whiskers, as I walk through behind Fidelis.
Bye, tin can lady. I don't know. It's hard to nickname people.
I swear, Brian gives me a real heavy, big boob anime girl energy. Just bubbly and cheerful, but kind of not smart.
With that big
Yeah.
hammer.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
The big. Oh, you
I
got
mean,
that.
minus I didn't see anything about big boobs, but definitely like bubble-headed, like not the smartest, but totally ready to smash something.
Your armor is
Fight for-
equipped with a frilly skirt.
Yeah. And I weep as I walk through the door and go, bye, Starfinder.
Oh, you're playing Millie from Trigun. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I don't remember.
Or every
remember
other anime.
the two insurance adjuster girls in Trigun. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but
I've seen it. It's just been so long. I don't remember.
Millie's the
one with
tall
big-
kind of like, very wholesome.
Was that the one that had all the derringers in her coat?
No, that was
No,
Meryl.
she had the huge gun.
Okay.
Yeah, Millie had an enormous goddamn gun.
That's right. So yes, into the sitting room.
Adventure
Oh,
awaits.
yeah.
Sit down first.
Very much Millie, yes. I just looked it up very much. Anyway.
The sitting room is lush. It is well accoutrement, and it's also badly in need of a clean. There's dust. There's spider webs. It is an abandoned area. Oh gosh, I need to pick up the pace.
She's standing right in front of us.
No, she's not there. This room has 3 other doors in it. It actually leads to the front door, which you see is deadbolted on the inside. To the right of your entrance, there's a staircase going up, and to your left there is a door on the other side on the other wall.
Head staircase. Tails the other door.
I'll check the other door.
All
That's the other door I got as well.
right. Okay. Make a check.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Let's go. Kick it open.
You can't get it.
Well, I check it. I figured you were checking also.
Nope.
You said you were coming over there to check.
Yeah, I glanced up the stairs and I was like, all right, you're going to that door? Let's go to that door. So I kicked the door open.
Okay. Ooh, excuse me. You kick the door open. You hear a loud clattering and a clanging, and you see an enormous spill of pots and pans go spiraling off in every direction on the floor in front of you. This is a kitchen. Pretty wide thing. It's got a very big brick hearth oven. It's got all this, all the things you want in a rather a fancier manor house kitchen. But it is also in a pretty bad state too. It looks like nobody has been here in years.
Did we ever get this witch's name?
No.
All right. This is the kitchen. There's nothing here. Let's go upstairs.
I will search the kitchen real quick.
All right.
Detect evil.
You detect some evil in the hearth, which immediately lights as you get close. There's a sort of a rank smell of corruption, and you after a short time, the cauldron on top of it begins to bubble, and a slimy demon's head begins to rise up out of the bubbling muck. It's giving off a putrescent aura of evil.
Can I douse the fire?
Well, it lit magically, but you can give it a go.
Well, you said it like gradually came up.
Yeah, it's
Well-
like basically the first thing that come up were the curling ram's horns that are dripping
So we turn around and walk away.
turgid goo. Okay, you're walking out.
Like this is a battle to suck up our resources. Let's go. We can come
Alright,
back
let's
and
go.
kill this evil
All right.
and shut the door back.
All right, shut the door behind. You hear a lot. The pans are knocked about again as you shut the door again, back into the sitting room, leaving only the exits and the doorway or the stairs.
Stairs it is.
All right, who's going up?
Adela said he would.
Yep.
Fidelis. Are you there? You're muted, Frakes.
He knows.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm going up the stairs. There's nothing in the kitchen, right?
Nothing they wanted to mess with.
Absolutely nothing. We'll come back later.
Okay.
I'll check the steps for traps, though, as I go.
Okay. Do it.
Witches always trap their houses.
Are you kidding? Why would a witch do that?
18.
All right. You spot the standard slide into a pit trap on the stairs.
Oh, surprising. We bypass it through various means. I'm assuming I can just jam something down into it to stop the mechanism.
You'll have to make a check for it, but yes, that would be the way to go here.
I will 29 to disable that device.
All right.
Yes, good. I didn't quite know myself how this particular mechanism worked.
Wraith goes immediately to work. He begins putting in some little pitons and little jams and things, and keep the mechanism from going off. And the stairs are sturdy as any old normal stairs in an old rickety house. So
just took a nail out of the sideboard, put it in this little spot right here, and please don't step on this one section right here. Good to go.
Okay. Wraith, are you heading up?
Huh?
I mean, sorry. Fidelis, are you heading up?
I will charge forward.
All right.
I go next.
All right. Fidelis charges up, followed by Ryan.
We're here to stop your evil for good.
When you get to the top of the stairs, you are met with a choice. You see 3 hallways at the top of the stairs, 1 going forward, 2 going to your left and right. They go a long way down.
I choose the correct one.
Smart, very smart.
That makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Can we look at the last page of this adventure and see which way we're supposed to go?
You might be too good at this, Frakes. You might just want to give up on RPGs.
Can we just like use survival to look at the floor to see which way the last person stepped and walked?
Sure. Go ahead and give it. Well, actually, probably perception would be better than survival for that one.
How long has it been since we left the mirror room? Has it been more than a minute?
A little bit more, but not much.
Okay, well then I don't have my bonus anymore. I don't want to last a minute.
Okay.
But it's still plus 13. I can come up there and percept.
I will assist anyone who is perceiving because I'm looking at it and I'm like,
I'll assist him also.
Dirty 20 with the 24 with the plus 2 assist.
All right. You begin looking around and you see that the floor has gotten a significant amount of wear to the left-hand path.
That makes sense. The left-hand path. That means witchcraft. But to the left then?
That seems to be the most used path.
Then let us proceed.
All right.
I have been taking the lead. I will continue to do so unless someone else wishes to do.
I'll be right behind you.
All right, let's go.
All right. As you guys begin walking down the halls, I need will saves from both of you.
Ooh, 19 on the die. 27 unless it's against a poison. I don't know why that's under will. That's so weird.
What'd you get, Frakes?
Is this an enchantment?
It is not.
20, dirty 20.
Okay. You guys begin walking down the hall, and you realize that it is a lot exactly as long as you originally perceived it as. It is in fact quite short. You move about 8 feet, and there is a door.
Okay. Check the door. Is it locked? Is it trapped?
Do I need to roll? Just tell me.
Okay. It is in fact very trapped and very locked.
This door is very trapped.
And then I will go up and look at the thing so I can figure out what the trap is. So 26 to figure out what the trap is.
All right, let me see if I can.
Or if there's multiple traps.
Or just disable it with that 26, right? It sounded like a good roll. Make it the disable attempt.
I got to check something here real quick to get the. Oh
Yes, why are you rechecking for traps? I just checked. It was a natural
but
20.
you didn't tell me what it was,
Hold on, I'm trying to remember the name.
which I need to know to disable it properly.
It's because the DM was still looking it up.
Oh no, I knew what it was. I just forgot. I wrote the name of the spell down wrong, and
It is a spell trap on this door. It is the trap of squinty faces.
there you go. Okay, no wonder. I had the entire wrong word as the beginning.
It's like that Seinfeld movie phone. Why don't you just tell me the name of the trap you're looking for?
I thought it was signed for something, but it has 2 symbol spells on it that will go off if the door is disturbed. I need a spellcraft check for you to get to fully comprehend what's going on.
All right.
Yes. I will assist you in determining what spells are on this spell trap door.
Let's see.
Definitely
18,
assist.
30. 32.
Okay. This door contains a symbol of sleep and a symbol of death.
Oh, sleep and death. Isn't that fun? Now,
I strongly suggest disabling the sleep first.
disable. Let's see. Want use one of my inspiration dice for that also.
That would be down the steps.
And
I think I dropped my Kit Kat back on the staircase. I'll do it.
yeah. Let's see.
All right, just so you know, it's kind of pretty difficult to disable a spell trap. Disable a magic trap. So such
I
as a
will
symbol.
also give them a little bit of space to work.
19. I'm gonna try to do the death one first.
Oh, okay.
19.
No, I said go for sleep first. We can just sleep that off.
That's 6. That's 25.
Death kills people, Wraith.
37.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh,
That's-
DC
that's about-
38.
That's about as good as I can do almost.
I know. I'm having trouble adding stuff in my head.
I'm having trouble figuring out how you got a 37.
I used the inspiration dice.
What does that do?
I can just roll an extra D6 and add it to it.
Oh, that's right. Still.
He has a plus 14 to his knowledges.
I know. He has a plus 14 to his knowledge. What's 16 plus 25?
31.
No, that's not right at all.
16 plus
It's
25.
41.
41.
Ah.
So you gave us impossible shit.
Jeff's about to die.
Well,
I need a fortitude save.
okay.
Is it just target one or is it an area of effect?
It targets the one.
Okay. Whew, good.
Is it it's a spell, correct?
Yep.
Is it a death effect?
It is.
Okay.
Death. Is that a death effect?
Symbol of death, a death
Poison.
effect.
It's a poisonous will save.
Power word kill. Is
25.
25. You actually shake off this effect. You
Tucker was like, "Yay!"
I didn't mean it that way. It's just like Jeff never rolls low.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'd have to roll a 15 to get a 25 on a will save, and I got a dope will save.
I'm just hearing Toker now. You're having fun wrong.
you feel the icy grip of death take a hold of you, but you are able to push out this magical necromantic effect with all your might. It ruins the rune on the door as you're unsuccessful in getting the trap. Basically, getting rid of the trap triggered it, so it's just gone now. But yeah, you see.
This is one way to untrap the door.
Yeah,
is to just trigger it.
I
Trigger the shit.
turn around and just basically puke on the floor.
All right, yeah, you see, he's got a little bit of blood running out of his nose, like he was just put through the paces physically and instantaneously.
Are you in need of healing? I'll pat your back. Are you okay?
No touching, no touchy.
All right then.
My body's tender right now.
Spongy, delicious, tender. Leaving only one rune remaining on the door. I
You
thought
need
I was
a
going to straight
moment?
up kill you.
And that's sleep, isn't it?
It's symbol of sleep.
Using spellcraft.
Yeah.
What kind of sleep is it? Will it affect me because I'm immune to sleep?
It is magical sleep. If you are immune to sleep, you are immune to it. If not, you are. If you're immune to it, then it will not affect you. But it is much like a sleep spell will hit the area around it.
All right.
Getting a certain number of hit dice.
I tell everybody to step way back, and I will destroy the sleep rune.
Sleep is also cursed with death.
Yes.
Sleepy death.
Another
I already
fort
know.
save.
All right. Y'all guys backing out, back down the hall.
Mhm.
I'm right there with him.
Oh, okay.
I'm also immune to magical sleep.
All right. Are you going to attempt to disarm it
Well,
or just trigger it?
actually, I'll just disarm it, but which means I will trigger it anyway. So
Yeah. Well, destroying it will trigger it. So
yes.
okay.
Which means I just triggered it.
Okay.
Because I did not spend an extra inspiration point on this. And let's see.
Oh, wait, I am not immune to sleep.
I forgot.
17.
Oh, yeah, no, I am. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, you're able to just destroy the trap if you're not immune to sleep, and both of you appear to be are. The spell is fine. You guys feel at the bottom of the stairs now. Feel like a wave of magical energy sort of just zoom out over the thing, but it's so diluted by the time it hits you. You just feel like slightly drowsy. You know.
What's the prince from Spaceballs? Prince Valium.
Prince Valium. Was that Steve Martin in that?
No, but he's got a very Steve Martin nose.
Yeah, he does. That's right. That's right. I always get that guy mixed up. But yes, the trap is no more. The door is now clear to pick the damn lock.
I mean,
Oh,
to metagame a little, we just bypassed a trap that had a DC 41. Maybe we should treat this like the house from the evil campaign and just be like, we should come back to this later when we're high enough level so we're 41s on a check aren't so out of the question. Pick the
I like
lock.
the way you're
Terrence
thinking.
smirking like that. Makes
Quite
me
honestly, I'm not against it. You know, I know in the last game in the evil campaign, I was like, no, we want to finish this. But I'm looking at you going, you know what? That's pretty smart.
No, my character will not be wanting to leave. That's the difference.
Yeah,
My character and the other one hated that house because he couldn't do shit.
My character's hating this house.
You're fine, Jeff.
Yeah, you just shrugged off one of the most powerful attacks in the game.
With
all through the power of lying.
He's not Kevin.
I rolled.
You're right.
25 was what was needed, correct?
Yeah.
Or what? I got a 25.
Yeah. The DC was like 20. Oh no, not 20. 22.
I mean,
See, now it's Terrence's line because they want to kill Jeff off. That's how much
No,
Terrence
that's
doesn't like me, is he wants the gunslinger to stay around.
oh, that's all right. I got
23. You're right.
I got a spare character made.
10 plus. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now it's 22. I'm right. I'm right. You losers.
You couldn't do 16 plus 25 earlier. You can't get mad at us for double checking.
Sorry. I just my mind didn't want to accept that the trap DC was so high. I thought it was lower when I put it up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it was impossible for me to disable.
You had a 5% chance.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you do.
Nat
Said
20.
rolling a natural 20.
Yeah, well, okay, no, I had no possibility.
So we are here.
What would have happened to me if I'd failed?
You'd be dead.
Fall down stone dead.
Oh, it's just a save and die? There are no save and die spells in Pathfinder. It would have done damage.
In 8th level spells, there are.
There definitely is.
Symbol of
What?
death is immediate death. It's like power word kill. Although that usually has a hit point threshold.
That's how I played a the paladin with those awesome
I just
saves.
assumed you didn't have over 150 hit points.
Okay, no, I didn't. But hey,
That's how he
Yep.
killed me. Is I had awesome saves, and he hit me with a sphere of annihilation, and I failed. I
Okay,
needed to
well,
roll
okay.
above a 4, and I rolled a 2 and died. Which that was damage though, right? Sphere of
Yeah.
annihilation.
so
That's,
it's
or is
actually
that's
disintegrate.
saving.
Actually,
the
yes,
dead.
it is, but it's like 40 d6.
If it's like disintegrates 20d6.
Now, here's the difference between last campaign and this campaign. Our characters are not cowardly, selfish
We're
assholes.
4th level.
And
Yes,
you
but
guys
there's-
came in these woods on your own.
There is
Uh.
evil to defeat. That
I always
a
think
town is
that's
at risk.
funny when you're like, "Oh, you came here on your own."
We had no clear indication that this was beyond the scope of our abilities.
Hey, I don't put things that are beyond your scope. I believe in you.
Oh, I got it. Never mind.
So
I know why
Ter-
this. I know what happened here. Terrence is ready to start that new campaign with the comic book heroes.
No,
No.
that's a Wednesday game. This is
Oh,
we're going back to evil when these guys die.
Well, gee, you're just making all kind of decisions today, aren't you?
Yes.
At any rate, what are you guys doing? Who's picking the door lock, or if anyone?
Well, the point that I was making is our evil characters are like, yeah, we'll just go. That's fine. We're good guys. We're here to stop an evil from spreading and doing more harm. I don't think any of us have the lack of resolve to follow through with this. Even if it's our death, we're good guys. We have to stop this bitch. Which?
I know because we've had this conversation before that Jeff doesn't agree with it. Will you pick the lock?
yeah. I'm gonna use the key. Use my key ring first. 22. To pick the lock. Does that work?
You got a 22?
Yeah.
All right, yes, it picks the lock.
Oh, good. This key will always open this door, and I put it back on my belt.
Then I go in.
All right.
Follow right behind.
You open the door and you see a pretty like moodily lit ladies' boudoir kind of thing. 4-poster bed with a lot of sheer kind of silk curtains around it. This room basically vibrates with energy, and you can see that there is something glowing on the bed that a vaguely humanoid shape. Despite it has most of the business of witching seems to be done up here. It's got books, another alchemy table, cauldron, its own hearth, wardrobes, that sort of thing. But all it seems to be fairly neglected, as well as the figure glowing behind the sheet. The curtains on the bed is just sort of thrumming with energy.
I'm gonna drink a potion.
Can we make out what the creature is?
It appears to be just like by all general standards, a shapely young woman that's lying on bed or slightly above it.
Vibrating.
Yeah, glowing, floating.
This might be a witch. You there? Are you a witch?
No response.
Is there a Brazier's logo in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen?
There's not a Brazzers logo in the
Brazzers, excuse me.
Yeah.
Looking
I'm
around the
gonna
room,
drink
trying to
another potion.
detect illusions.
All right. You detect illusions. You see that there's some illusions coming from what appears to be a vanity in the corner. But very minor kind of things.
Ryan, are you drinking potions because you need healing?
No.
Okay.
She's buffing.
Yep.
Like you
Bull
have just
strength and shield of faith.
you have just straight detect illusion, Jeff.
Detecting magic for
Oh.
illusion.
That's the only thing that gets me about illusions is like this shouldn't put off any magic. Otherwise, they're very easy to go. That's not real.
It should have
Well-
inverted threads.
You can disguise them with other magic, but if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. And these are like just cosmetics, like cosmetic potions and like consumables.
It's not what's causing all that in the middle to happen.
No. The potion, the the strange light coming from the bed and the woman itself is overwhelmingly necromantic in nature. Just a hard spiritual light.
Well, if no one else is going to do it,
Spellcraft.
Okay,
Spellcraft. What might be affecting her?
sure.
Let's see. 21.
The best you can guess is that she has overextended herself magically in a big way. The curse that she put on that town has taken pretty much all her autonomy away to maintain it. She overreached, and you begin to suspect that she can't break the curse. She's just as stuck as the people she cursed.
Okay.
I think we have no option but to put her out of her misery.
So basically, she's cursed like the villagers, but she's also able to see through the eyes of the creatures.
Yeah, she still has all her other enchantments that she has crafted over the years active, but she herself has lost like any other power beyond interacting with the world that way.
24 perception. Are there any creatures in the room besides her that she might be using to watch us right now?
Yes, you do see, finally, you see that there is a mouse next to one of the wardrobes, just sort of peeking out, its nose twitching, watching.
Crouch down to the mouse. Did you explain all this out loud, Jeff, what you've picked up?
Oh, yeah. And I will also, did y'all detect evil in this room to see if she was evil?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
she's way evil.
he said that there's powerful waves of necromancy coming off of her. So I was like, okay, then detecting evil was pointless. But
well, not necessarily, because there's a difference between necromancy and evil. There's actually white necromancy. So I mean,
is this white necromancy?
I just want
she's way evil.
double check.
No, anybody that engages in this kind of like curse, this kind of level of cursing, the magic is evil, and they're probably evil just by dint of casting it.
Okay.
So when I kneel down at the mouse and say, it appears you're just as trapped as those poor folks in that town below.
The mouse looks up at you. A tiny voice pipes out of it. Leave me, you fools, please. I can get out of this. Harming me will do nothing but get you killed.
Aren't you tired of the struggle? Aren't you ready for release? Death is just a part of life.
No, I will never die. I will not be killed by my own. I will not be killed. I can handle this.
I want to spellcraft to see if we were to kill her, what the effects would be. With like all the magic. Well, I just want to know what the magic, because there's sometimes you can kill somebody and it does not affect the magic.
And
I just want to know if it's going to do anything.
Sure. Well, just going off your previous checks before and earlier, like just seeing what you could see based on like what you already know, you could tell that the magic is drawing almost entirely off her own ability and life force. So
okay. Well, I had a 34 spellcraft, so
all right.
And I want to coup de grace her.
I want to help her find peace before we come to that.
What peace is there in failure?
Natural one on a diplomacy? There isn't any.
The only peace for your failure is death.
All right. Are you going for the kill?
Unless my companions stop me, I will coup de grace her.
Well, I mean, if the only way to stop it, if this will stop the spell,
if it's tied to her life force and we sever her life force, that will stop the spell.
Hold on real quick. Before we do that, I want to, if we kill her, the space that we're in currently, is anything going to happen to this house where we're in right now? Because aren't we kind of in like a semi-dimensional location?
Unknown.
Spellcraft?
Sure, but the answer is going to be unknown.
All right.
Actually, it might be better for Ryan to coup de grace her, looking at just sheer martial ability.
With the smite evil.
I mean, I don't think I need to go that far, do I?
Well,
Could
it gives
boost your
that
damage.
purity to it.
If you don't want to, I will. I have no qualms.
I mean, I don't have any qualms with doing the coup de grace. I just don't think how does the coup de grace work?
You
You
automatically
automatically hit and automatically get a critical damage.
Hmm.
And while it might not do anything extra mechanically, I was just thinking the smite evil is a good thematic thing that you're using that power of your god to smite this evil that's infected this land.
Yes, you use all your expendables.
Well,
Mhm.
You use your spell slots for flavor.
I mean, I'll use mine. I'll gladly use anything I got if y'all want me to.
Do I have to roll anything to hit, or I just go for it?
Automatic hit.
Automatic
Just roll
hit.
double your damage or whatever your critical is.
Times 2.
So you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have a times 3, if that would be more.
Shut up.
I just remembered that I had a times 3.
I'm gonna console the rat until she puts her spear through the actual bodies.
Okay.
Whatever.
Are you doing it?
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I'm gonna do it all the way.
Okay. As she sees you raise your hammer up for the strike, the mouse attempts to run toward the body. No! She squeaks. But it's too late. Your weapon comes down. Roll your damage. I will roll the fortitude save.
Alrighty then.
Did you do the smite?
I did.
Yeah. Be doubling all those numbers.
Yep. Yep. So that is 46
Okay.
damage.
All right. You lay down an awesome holy charged blow. It cuts through the aura of necromantic energy and strikes the fragile form of the accursed witch. You see the mouse as it was running toward the bed just sort of burst in flames and dissolve into ash almost immediately as her blow lands. And whenever you raise your hammer back, you can see all the energy sort of suck in and then sort of implode briefly. And you see the edges of the bed begin to draw in.
Flee.
Okay.
Yes, we should leave.
Wraith immediately begins to flee.
I say flee, not just flee.
Okay, all right.
I will
Fuck you
say
guys.
it so everybody.
You should do what I'm doing. As he runs out the door.
Wraith screams flee, and you all flee. You head downstairs out of the hallway. As you can see that over your shoulders, you see briefly as you're running, the bed is immediately consumed by a sphere of darkness, which is giving off sort of flashes of blue lightning and continues to draw the rest of the room and its furnishings to it, smashing apart, disappearing. And as you get down to the stairs, by the time you guys all get down there, you can see that the void, the blackness is spreading downward from the upper stairs and eats the roof entirely.
Assuming hundreds of thousands of gold worth of magical items.
Running down the stairs, go out the door, grab the cat, and run out out to the back door.
All right, you run out you run down the stairs and go to the door, but the door has relocked itself.
Oh, that damn brick!
The brick dissolved 2 minutes ago.
The door leading the mirror door or the door outside?
The mirror door is locked. The door to the outside is locked.
Well, he has the key for the mirror door, right?
No, there's no key for the mirror door. That was a mirror was the door key.
You and me, Ryan, let's smash through. Shoulder to shoulder.
Let's. That's a strength check.
Yeah, give me strength checks.
And I will assist her with a strength check.
All right.
All right, so that makes it. If you assist, it's 25.
And I rolled a 16 to assist.
Okay, so 25.
Holy shit.
All right. You guys both run at the door and smash into it together. You guys hear the sounds of breaking glass on the other side as the door slams down in front of you. You hear a loud yowl from the cat as he basically just barely dodges out of the way of the door. He says, "You're back! Oh my God, what the hell's that behind you?"
Run, Marcus, run!
Actually, as we go by, grab the cat and then go out the back door.
All right, you go out the back door. But I need you to make all strength checks, all of you.
All
Strength
of
check
us?
for the door again.
No, strength checks because now the energy, the black energy, is sucking at you.
That's another 25.
All right,
18.
all
How
right.
are you getting a 25?
I
She has a
rolled
plus 5
19, and I have
Jeez.
+6 strength right now.
I got a
17.
All right.
I rolled a 16 plus one.
Can I be dragging him along?
Wait,
carrying him?
I got a 5, but
Okay.
Talent
Okay.
got a 17.
All right. You guys see, as you're grabbing on, trying to pull yourselves forward, just grabbing onto whatever, you see Ulfborg just fly up into the air into the darkness, followed by his eagle, followed by Fidelis, followed by Wraith, leaving only you, Ryan. Your friends are going in, and you can see that the aura has changed. The black aura has changed, and it's got like this streaks of silvery light in it now. What are you doing?
I can't reach out a hand to grab them. Are they not chaining up?
Not without
Trying
losing,
to.
not without losing your own grip. They are gone. Just into it.
That's stupid.
Terrence is done. Good guys
I
suck.
say that aloud. That's idiots. And then I jump in after them. 'Cause I'm
All
not
right,
going
you-
alone.
Hey, you jump in after them. There is a blackness, a silence, and then an explosion of silvery light as you guys are floating in a silvery void. All around you in every direction is nothing but swirling silver light. Except for, no, that's not true. There are little things, objects in the distance. Some they look like shapes, humanoid shapes, sometimes not. When you can hear again, you can see your friends off in the distance, all floating around, just tumbling as if you're in free fall. And then you hear the creak of something. It sounds just like a sailing ship. And when you turn around, you can see that is indeed what it is, a massive sailing ship made of stone and wood, carved into a fearsome visage. It's flying a flag above the sails of a skull with a crown with 16 tines. It's crewed by people that look roughly humanoid, except for their sort of kind of a noseless yellow skin and long ears. One of them grins down and says, "What have we here? Castaways, eh? Get the nets, boys. I think we're going to have something to sell at market." And we'll pick up next time.
Damn those Gith Yankee.
Yeah.
Terrence was bound and fucking determined to make us play in the astral plane.
Yeah, fuck you, assholes.
If it wasn't our evil campaign, it was going to be our good campaign. Somebody was dealing with Githyanki.
The fuck?
Githyanki are a race of humanoid who mostly exist in between planes or in the astral plane, and they're known pirates and raiders.
Hmm.
And just to make everybody feel better, I turn my gun upon myself and shoot my brains out because this is going to suck as fourth level characters.
Are we still fourth level characters?
No, you can have fifth level. It's fine.
See, Jeff?
Hey.
That's how you do it. Now make a new fifth level character, Jeff, because your gunslinger just killed himself.
Well, that's good. Now I can make one for the astral plane.
Oh, never mind. No, your gunslinger's alive.
Just like psionics, you say.
Exactly.
All right, well, I gotta go do this stupid job.
All right. Sorry to take so long.
No, it's mostly our fault and your family's fault. You're
Yeah,
like
well-
third to blame.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. I'm only partially to blame, and I will accept that partial blame. Only. That was all. That is all, Alex.
He's gonna text me later. Please to edit that out where I took any blame at all.
Yeah, I have no blame. I am blameless.
I'm blameless. I'm perfect. I'm pristine. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever the hell you're doing.
Raiders of the Lark.
Bye.